Hola y bienvenidos a este nuevo vídeo donde aprenderás inglés de manera fácil y divertida. Hoy te traemos frases simples y cortas que puedes usar en tu día a día para empezar a comunicarte en inglés rápidamente. No importa si eres principiante o si ya tienes algo de conocimiento, estas frases te ayudarán a ganar confianza y fluidez. Así que prepárate para aprender y mejorar tu inglés de una manera práctica y sencilla. Empecemos.
¿Este es un buen servicio? Is this a good service? Is this a good service? Is this a good service? Yo sé cómo solucionarlo. I know how to solve it. I know how to solve it. I know how to solve it. Respira despacio. Breathe slowly. Breathe slowly. Breathe slowly. Por favor, revise de nuevo. Please check again. Please check again. Please check again. Hice muchos intentos. I did many attempts. I did many attempts. I did many attempts. Haz otro intento. Make another attempt. Make another attempt. Make another attempt. Perdí mi cartera. I lost my wallet. I lost my wallet. I lost my wallet. ¿Cuál es tu ocupación? What is your occupation? What is your occupation? What is your occupation? Es una contraseña larga. It's a long password. It's a long password. It's a long password. Prefiero mantenerlo privado. I prefer to keep it private. I prefer to keep it private. I prefer to keep it private. Hice un depósito. I made a deposit. I made a deposit. I made a deposit. ¿Tuvieron éxito? Were they successful? Were they successful? Were they successful? Tuve un año exitoso. I had a successful year. I had a successful year. I had a successful year. Nunca fue encontrado. It was never found. It was never found. It was never found. Recientemente fue encontrado. It was recently found. It was recently found. It was recently found. ¿A qué hora te fuiste? What time did you leave? What time did you leave? What time did you leave? ¿A qué hora llegaste? What time did you arrive? What time did you arrive? What time did you arrive? Fui solo. I went alone. I went alone. I went alone. Fui con alguien. I went with someone. I went with someone. I went with someone. Me pregunto por qué. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why. Me pregunto por qué lo hicieron. I wonder why they did it. I wonder why they did it. I wonder why they did it. No voy a comprar nada. I will not buy anything. I will not buy anything. I will not buy anything. No haré nada. I will not do anything. I will not do anything. I will not do anything. Ven a comer con nosotros. Come eat with us. Come eat with us. Come eat with us. Ven a ayudarnos. Come help us. Come help us. Come help us. Te llevaré al trabajo. I will take you to work. I will take you to work. I will take you to work. Te llevaré al aeropuerto. I will take you to the airport. I will take you to the airport. I will take you to the airport. Soy amigo de ella. I am a friend of hers. I am a friend of hers. I am a friend of hers. Soy amigo de él. I am a friend of his. I am a friend of his. I am a friend of his. Nos besamos. We kissed. We kissed. We kissed. ¿Qué sabes de esto? What do you know about this? What do you know about this? What do you know about this? Todos nos dudan. Everyone doubts us. Everyone doubts us. Everyone doubts us. No podemos esperar a todos. We cannot wait for everyone. We cannot wait for everyone. We cannot wait for everyone. Está en una de estas cajas. It's in one of these boxes. It's in one of these boxes. It's in one of these boxes.
Yo hablé con mi profesor ayer.
I talked to my teacher yesterday.
I talked to my teacher yesterday.
Tú caminaste por el parque.
You walked through the park.
You walked through the park.
Él cantó en el concierto.
He sang at the concert.
He sang at the concert.
Nosotros cocinamos una cena especial.
We cooked a special dinner.
We cooked a special dinner.
Ellos bailaron toda la noche.
They danced all night.
They danced all night.
Ella visitó a sus abuelos el fin de semana pasado.
She visited her grandparents last weekend.
She visited her grandparents last weekend.
Vosotros comprasteis regalos para la familia.
You all bought gifts for the family.
You all bought gifts for the family.
Ustedes estudiaron para el examen.
You all studied for the exam.
You all studied for the exam.
Mi madre preparó un pastel delicioso.
My mother prepared a delicious cake.
My mother prepared a delicious cake.
Tú pintaste un cuadro hermoso.
You painted a beautiful picture.
You painted a beautiful picture.
Nosotros viajamos a España el verano pasado.
We traveled to Spain last summer.
We traveled to Spain last summer.
Ellas nadaron en el lago.
They swam in the lake.
They swam in the lake.
Yo escuché la canción que me recomendaste.
I listened to the song you recommended.
I listened to the song you recommended.
Él trabajó en el jardín.
He worked in the garden.
He worked in the garden.
Tú ayudaste a tu hermano con la tarea.
You helped your brother with his homework.
You helped your brother with his homework.
Nosotros desayunamos juntos el domingo.
We had breakfast together on Sunday.
We had breakfast together on Sunday.
Ellos jugaron al fútbol en el parque.
They played soccer in the park.
They played soccer in the park.
Ella decoró su habitación nueva.
She decorated her new room.
She decorated her new room.
Vosotros cenasteis en un restaurante elegante.
You all had dinner at an elegant restaurant.
You all had dinner at an elegant restaurant.
Ustedes caminaron por la playa al atardecer.
You all walked on the beach at sunset.
You all walked on the beach at sunset.
Yo tomé fotos del paisaje.
I took pictures of the landscape.
I took pictures of the landscape.
Tú descansaste después de trabajar.
You rested after working.
You rested after working.
Él llamó a sus amigos para organizar una fiesta.
He called his friends to organize a party.
He called his friends to organize a party.
Nosotros organizamos el evento en el colegio.
We organized the event at school.
We organized the event at school.
Ellas cantaron en el coro de la iglesia.
They sang in the church choir.
They sang in the church choir.
Ella bailó con su pareja favorita.
She danced with her favorite partner.
She danced with her favorite partner.
Vosotros viajasteis en tren por Europa.
You all traveled by train through Europe.
You all traveled by train through Europe.
Ustedes escucharon las instrucciones con atención.
You all listened carefully to the instructions.
You all listened carefully to the instructions.
Mi hermano jugó con su perro en el jardín.
My brother played with his dog in the garden.
My brother played with his dog in the garden.
Tú llevaste a tu hermana al cine.
You took your sister to the movies.
You took your sister to the movies.
Nosotros hablamos de nuestros planes para el futuro.
We talked about our plans for the future.
We talked about our plans for the future.
Ellos trabajaron juntos en el proyecto.
They worked together on the project.
They worked together on the project.
Ella ayudó a su madre en la cocina.
She helped her mother in the kitchen.
She helped her mother in the kitchen.
Vosotros caminasteis por las montañas.
You all walked through the mountains.
You all walked through the mountains.
Ustedes cantaron una canción en el karaoke.
You all sang a song at the karaoke.
You all sang a song at the karaoke.
Yo cociné una paella para la familia.
I cooked a paella for the family.
I cooked a paella for the family.
Tú tomaste una siesta después del almuerzo.
You took a nap after lunch.
You took a nap after lunch.
Él pintó la casa de sus padres.
He painted his parents' house.
He painted his parents' house.
Nosotros decoramos el árbol de Navidad.
We decorated the Christmas tree.
We decorated the Christmas tree.
Ellas estudiaron toda la noche para el examen final.
They studied all night for the final exam.
They studied all night for the final exam.
Ella visitó el museo con sus amigos.
She visited the museum with her friends.
She visited the museum with her friends.
Vosotros comprasteis entradas para el concierto.
You all bought tickets for the concert.
You all bought tickets for the concert.
Ustedes bailaron en la fiesta de fin de año.
You all danced at the New Year's Eve party.
You all danced at the New Year's Eve party.
Mi madre preparó la cena para todos.
My mother prepared dinner for everyone.
My mother prepared dinner for everyone.
Tú viajaste a México el año pasado.
You traveled to Mexico last year.
You traveled to Mexico last year.
Nosotros escuchamos la radio mientras cocinábamos.
We listened to the radio while we cooked.
We listened to the radio while we cooked.
Ellos caminaron por el centro de la ciudad.
They walked through the city center.
They walked through the city center.
Ella llamó a su mejor amiga para contarle las novedades.
She called her best friend to share the news.
She called her best friend to share the news.
Vosotros jugasteis videojuegos toda la tarde.
You all played video games all afternoon.
You all played video games all afternoon.
Ustedes ayudaron a limpiar el parque.
You all helped clean up the park.
You all helped clean up the park.
Yo descansé en la playa durante las vacaciones.
I rested on the beach during the holidays.
I rested on the beach during the holidays.
Tú cocinaste una pizza casera.
You cooked a homemade pizza.
You cooked a homemade pizza.
Él pintó un paisaje en acuarela.
He painted a landscape in watercolor.
He painted a landscape in watercolor.
Nosotros organizamos una reunión familiar.
We organized a family reunion.
We organized a family reunion.
Ellas cantaron en el concurso de talentos.
They sang at the talent show.
They sang at the talent show.
Ella bailó flamenco en el festival.
She danced flamenco at the festival.
She danced flamenco at the festival.
Vosotros tomasteis el autobús para ir al museo.
You all took the bus to go to the museum.
You all took the bus to go to the museum.
Ustedes escucharon música clásica en el concierto.
You all listened to classical music at the concert.
You all listened to classical music at the concert.
Mi hermano trabajó en el taller de su padre.
My brother worked in his father's workshop.
My brother worked in his father's workshop.
Tú caminaste por la playa al atardecer.
You walked on the beach at sunset.
You walked on the beach at sunset.
Nosotros hablamos por teléfono toda la noche.
We talked on the phone all night.
We talked on the phone all night.
Ellos ayudaron a su vecino a pintar la casa.
They helped their neighbor paint his house.
They helped their neighbor paint his house.
Ella visitó la biblioteca para buscar un libro.
She visited the library to find a book.
She visited the library to find a book.
Vosotros comprasteis ropa nueva para la temporada.
You all bought new clothes for the season.
You all bought new clothes for the season.
Ustedes cenaron en un restaurante japonés.
You all had dinner at a Japanese restaurant.
You all had dinner at a Japanese restaurant.
Yo canté en el coro de la escuela.
I sang in the school choir.
I sang in the school choir.
Tú bailaste en la boda de tu hermana.
You danced at your sister's wedding.
You danced at your sister's wedding.
Él descansó en su casa el fin de semana.
He rested at home over the weekend.
He rested at home over the weekend.
Nosotros viajamos en coche por la costa.
We traveled by car along the coast.
We traveled by car along the coast.
Ellas cocinaron galletas para la fiesta.
They cooked cookies for the party.
They cooked cookies for the party.
Ella ayudó a su abuela a plantar flores.
She helped her grandmother plant flowers.
She helped her grandmother plant flowers.
Vosotros escuchasteis un podcast sobre historia.
You all listened to a history podcast.
You all listened to a history podcast.
Ustedes trabajaron en un proyecto comunitario.
You all worked on a community project.
You all worked on a community project.
Mi madre llamó a su hermana para ponerse al día.
My mother called her sister to catch up.
My mother called her sister to catch up.
Tú tomaste fotos de la ciudad.
You took photos of the city.
You took photos of the city.
Nosotros decoramos la casa para la fiesta.
We decorated the house for the party.
We decorated the house for the party.
Ellos visitaron varios museos en la ciudad.
They visited several museums in the city.
They visited several museums in the city.
Ella caminó por el bosque con su perro.
She walked through the woods with her dog.
She walked through the woods with her dog.
Vosotros jugasteis al tenis en el club.
You all played tennis at the club.
You all played tennis at the club.
Ustedes ayudaron a organizar la feria del libro.
You all helped organize the book fair.
You all helped organize the book fair.
Yo cociné una sopa de verduras para la cena.
I cooked a vegetable soup for dinner.
I cooked a vegetable soup for dinner.
Tú descansaste en el sofá viendo televisión.
You rested on the sofa watching TV.
You rested on the sofa watching TV.
Él pintó un retrato de su familia.
He painted a portrait of his family.
He painted a portrait of his family.
Nosotros hablamos con el director de la escuela.
We talked with the school principal.
We talked with the school principal.
Ellas cantaron en el festival de música.
They sang at the music festival.
They sang at the music festival.
Ella bailó bajo la lluvia con su pareja.
She danced in the rain with her partner.
She danced in the rain with her partner.
Vosotros viajasteis en barco por el río.
You all traveled by boat on the river.
You all traveled by boat on the river.
Ustedes escucharon un audiolibro en el viaje.
You all listened to an audiobook during the trip.
You all listened to an audiobook during the trip.
Mi hermano caminó por el parque con su novia.
My brother walked through the park with his girlfriend.
My brother walked through the park with his girlfriend.
Tú jugaste al ajedrez con tu abuelo.
You played chess with your grandfather.
You played chess with your grandfather.
Nosotros ayudamos a recoger la basura en la playa.
We helped pick up trash on the beach.
We helped pick up trash on the beach.
Ellos cocinaron una barbacoa en el patio.
They cooked a barbecue in the backyard.
They cooked a barbecue in the backyard.
Ella llamó a sus primos para invitarlos a la fiesta.
She called her cousins to invite them to the party.
She called her cousins to invite them to the party.
Vosotros comprasteis entradas para el teatro.
You all bought theater tickets.
You all bought theater tickets.
Ustedes cenaron en un restaurante italiano.
You all had dinner at an Italian restaurant.
You all had dinner at an Italian restaurant.
Yo visité a mis padres en su casa.
I visited my parents at their home.
I visited my parents at their home.
Tú descansaste en la hamaca del jardín.
You rested in the garden hammock.
You rested in the garden hammock.
Él pintó un mural en la escuela.
He painted a mural at the school.
He painted a mural at the school.
Nosotros viajamos a la montaña para esquiar.
We traveled to the mountains to ski.
We traveled to the mountains to ski.
Ellas hablaron sobre sus planes de vacaciones.
They talked about their vacation plans.
They talked about their vacation plans.
Ella decoró su habitación con fotos y luces.
She decorated her room with photos and lights.
She decorated her room with photos and lights.
Vosotros caminasteis por el casco antiguo de la ciudad.
You all walked through the old town.
You all walked through the old town.
Ustedes cantaron villancicos en la plaza.
You all sang Christmas carols in the square.
You all sang Christmas carols in the square.
Mi madre cocinó su receta especial de pasta.
My mother cooked her special pasta recipe.
My mother cooked her special pasta recipe.
Tú pintaste un cuadro para regalar a tu amigo.
You painted a picture to give to your friend.
You painted a picture to give to your friend.
Nosotros ayudamos a nuestro amigo a mudarse.
We helped our friend move.
We helped our friend move.
Ellos caminaron por el sendero del bosque.
They walked along the forest trail.
They walked along the forest trail.
Ella descansó en el jardín leyendo un libro.
She rested in the garden reading a book.
She rested in the garden reading a book.
Vosotros jugasteis al baloncesto en el parque.
You all played basketball in the park.
You all played basketball in the park.
Ustedes escucharon a los pájaros cantar en el bosque.
You all listened to the birds singing in the forest.
You all listened to the birds singing in the forest.